and welcome to the Bucket List Show. I'm Tammy Crandell with Journey Adventure Travel and Tours and Barron Real Estate, and I'm joined by my co-host Rebecca Danise, also with Barron Real Estate, and
Superior Storage.
Superior Storage, that's
sorry.
right. I want to make sure we got them in there.
Thank you, thank you. I'm
You're
totally
welcome. Superior Storage on the island. And we've got a guest with us. We'll introduce you here in just a moment. But I just want to remind you that we are here, the Bucket List Show, to serve you so we can help you fill your bucket to live your most abundant life. And the way that we do that is by providing you with a variety of content to help you either start doing something for the first time. We've talked about paddleboarding in the past, or going on your first cruise, or maybe your 100th cruise,
Or writing a book.
Yeah, all of those things, or just doing things to do some extra self-care. So as we begin the month of Thanksgiving, it is only proper, I felt, to turn our attention to those within our community that need our help and also provide help to others. There are many organizations that help those in need for a variety of services. Today we are welcoming Cheree Ramirez.
Hi, thank you so much for...
Is that Cheree?
Cheree,
okay.
Yeah, you had it right the first
That's
time.
right,
Good job.
okay. She is the manager of community engagement with the Children's Services Council of Martin County. So welcome.
Thank you.
Thank
you
you
for having me.
Oh, you are welcome. Thank you for joining us. So can you talk to us a little bit today about what CSC's overall mission focus is for the organization?
Of course. So, Children's Services Council of Martin County, if you are a Martin County homeowner, not many people know this, it's a common misconception, we are not a nonprofit. We actually fund different nonprofits with dedicated funding sources given to us through ad valorem taxes from Martin County homesteads.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So, we actually have been around for 35 years.
Oh, that's great.
And we have been giving back to the children and families of Martin County through the various programs that we fund.
Oh, good.
With taxpayer dollars.
So, taxpayer dollars at work.
Yes, exactly.
And so you provide a variety of different areas. It's not like just one confined space.
Correct.
It's kind of like, services for the whole family, right?
Well, we do everything from, when mothers, are pregnant and the babies are in the womb and everything. We fund programs like Martin County Healthy Start Coalition. And, we help them get ready and prepared for pregnancy, and the moms and the dads through the different programs that we fund through Martin County Healthy Start Coalition, to children up to 21 years old if they are special needs.
Oh, fantastic. So I know that in just overview of your website, because I always check those things out before we bring the show up, and that is, there are some overall things just to kind of rein those in, and that is, they have that Healthy Children's program you just spoke about. Strong Families. Talk to us a little bit about that.
So what we're trying to do with the funds that we allocate to different programs like Safe Families and Children of the Treasure Coast, we're wanting to keep the family unit together. We're wanting to be able to build a communication and help parents become that unit that they need to be. So we allocate funds to different programs like Boys Town, and we really work within the family and inside the home through those programs. Not CSC personally, but through the funding.
Programs that are provided.
Correct, yeah. Okay. So we do have 4 different funding priorities. You said healthy children, strong, nurturing families, safe, stable communities, and success in school and life.
Okay.
So each year we do a different funding priority. So we release an RFP, which is a request for funding.
Of course.
And a request for proposals, RFP. And with each category, the providers underneath that category are able to apply for funding.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And then each year it goes to the next category. So last year we just had safe, stable communities and strong, nurturing families. And then this year we're going to be going on to the youth development and academic support for under success in school and life. Actually, that was 2 years ago. So I've been there for 3 years,
That's
going
right.
on 3 years. Sometimes it's all a blur, but we do amazing work, and we're just really grateful that we have the community support, and we have had the community support for 35 years. And we just hope that we can continue to get that support so that we can continue to make an impact and invest in our future.
Well, and it's obvious that you do. I can speak for Rebecca and myself. We do a lot of networking. There's really not too many places that we go to that we don't hear Children's Services Council somewhere.
Right,
Yep.
correct, yeah.
As we do some of the things that we do with the chambers in our area. So you've obviously gotten a good reputation.
Well,
so,
thank you.
So that is good to
One
hear.
of the things that I'm sorry, one
No,
of
go
the
ahead.
things that I am looking to do is create community partners.
Okay.
Because there are so many different chambers. We have 5 amazing chambers in Martin County, and so many different organizations and groups that we that have developed. I believe I was able to become a guest from the women's networking group
Of
that
course.
I attend. So,
Right.
so was that one?
Yes,
Or was that
it
the
was.
Johnson Beach
Yes, it
Chamber?
was.
Okay,
It was.
so.
Yep.
So we attend so many different groups, and I'm looking to create the partners because I'm only one person.
That's right.
And I need to be able to create a ripple effect so people are aware of the services that are available to them.
And I'm relatively new. I've only been here 5 years. So, I mean, I do, recall Children's Services Council. I didn't realize it was through tax dollars. So
Yep.
that's even more special that, the county is pulling out and giving it
Correct.
to the communities. But you do need, for me, you do want partners. So
Yes.
I would call it, you want partners on demand. That is your village. That's going to help you and, either fund in or get more services or just even bring awareness to this.
Awareness is key.
The literacy program that you have for
Yes.
the children and learning. I mean, these are great sources, especially in the environment that we're in. There's so much going on in the world.
Correct.
But to know in your little bit of corner that if you needed help to build that strong family, you have a place to go, and this is awesome. So
Yeah.
that part is exciting.
Well, and even trying to make sure that we keep the kids at a good reading level.
Yeah.
We were looking through that. You've got this
So the
wonderful
Martin Reeds.
spot. Yes.
Yep. I was considering bringing her with me today. She just started with us last week. We have a new
Okay.
Martin Reeds coordinator. Her name is Kiana Kelly.
Uh-huh.
And she is going to do great things
Okay.
with this program. It's been a long time coming that we've been needing this, and we need to create those ambassadors in the community. We need to create those
Absolutely.
businesses to get that buy-in so that we can help create a brighter future for our
Of
children.
course.
Right, and
course.
that's key, especially the literacy. We want children to like books and understand why they're reading them.
Correct.
And have the resources to get them. And even on your site, I seen, where you're affiliated the library system with
Yep.
Dolly Parton books.
Yep.
And, these are just wonderful things besides everything else that
Yeah.
you do. So that is awesome.
Yeah, the
Yes.
Imagination Library. That was pretty
Yes.
cool.
So if you're a Martin County resident, you can go to the cscmc.org website and sign up for the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. If you have a child brand new born to 5 years of age, they give you free books every month, and that's through CSC and the Martin County Library System. So
Oh, fantastic.
we're able to bring that in
Oh,
and
good.
offer that to our families here in Martin County.
Oh, that's awesome.
And they do have bilingual books as well.
Oh, see, that's even better.
Yes. And we have the Hippie program that we fund that is under the CSC umbrella right now, where it's home instructions for parents or preschool youngsters. Say
Thank
that
you.
5
Thank you
times
for the
fast.
clarification.
I wasn't sure what it was.
So we have a focus in Salerno and Indiantown and through Pinewood. So most of those schools right now along the Florida grade level reading campaign are struggling with reading, and they're struggling with hitting the mark by the time they reach a third grade level.
Yes.
And studies have shown and proven that if they're not on level, the rate of them to drop out of school, to be less likely to have a successful job, to end up in prison just goes through the roof.
Wow.
So it's so important that we have that literacy and we push
No, I
the
agree.
importance of it.
And I
If
have
you're
always
past
been a
three,
reader.
if you're in third grade, then you have the embarrassment, you have the bullying, the peer pressure.
Yes.
All that compounds, and it's such a fundamental that they need to have.
Mhm.
And especially,
And it starts at home. So the
It
Hippie
does.
program, they have instructors that go into the home working with the parents.
Oh, very good.
Teaching them how to teach their children.
That's fantastic. I love
So,
it.
it's fantastic. I mean, we really have so many wonderful programs in Martin County.
Mm-hmm.
We support 25 different organizations and 47 different programs.
Mm-hmm.
But that just trickles through to so many different other arenas. Through the Martin County BOCC and through the school system and the different, I guess, collaborations that are within the
Sure.
organization. So I just want everybody to know who CSC is and the ambassador aspect. Like, so if they're having a conversation with somebody and they're saying they're struggling with being able to put food on the table. There's Whole Child Connection, who, Treasure Coast Food Bank,
Of
who can
course.
help those parents, and that's another one of the organizations that we fund under the Strong Families, Strong Nurturing Families, and Stable Communities funding priorities. Or you have House of Hope that has food access, and
Right.
then the people who are having their children struggling with substance abuse.
Right.
They have services for that, Project Lift. So there's just so much there that many families are not aware of. They don't know. And for me, it's very personal because years ago, I needed services, but I had no idea where to find them.
Find them, yes.
Right? And I had no
exactly.
idea that it was available here in Martin County. And for me, I've turned this personal. It is my mission to make sure that every family who needs the service can find the service.
Right.
And when you need a service and you're making calls, that adds more stress. So then you're like, well, then I'm not going to call. I'm not going to get help. So if they did need help, do they call you directly?
No.
And then,
So they can go to our website and see the program. So on our homeowners page, they have a list of all the different programs, and their contact information, how to
Perfect.
get to their site. But also 211 is another organization
Of
that we
course,
fund.
yeah, and that's wonderful.
And they are open 365, 24/7.
Okay.
And they're just a phone call away. They also have made it convenient so they can text or go through the
Perfect.
computer through their website.
And that's an easy
And that is
platform to get help.
exactly.
211.
211. But most people don't know about 211.
I didn't
211 is-
myself either.
Yeah, well, 211, I mean, in my past life, we've talked about the fact that I've got a 30-year banking career under my belt. And we relied on that heavily when I first came here into the Treasure Coast. And that there were so many different spaces that could offer help to regardless of age.
Yes.
Which is
correct,
even better.
Correct. So 211 covers everything, not just CSC programs.
Right.
So CSC is focused on children and families.
Got you.
And their
Perfect.
development.
Okay.
But 211 covers it all.
Oh, gotcha.
Perfect.
Now, do you find that those programs, are you finding that it's strictly parents and children, or are you finding that grandparents are becoming involved in some of those programs?
So we actually do. I can't remember the day, but we do have a grandparent support group
Oh,
who
fantastic.
have become the parents, and we have a common phone call that we get from DCF. So we are not DCF. We are not placing children. We are not taking children. We're not doing anything like that. But we do send those calls to
That's right.
to where
the
they need to
appropriate
be.
areas. That's right.
But we do see that a lot of grandparents are taking in and helping. So it's a generational thing.
It
know?
is,
So
it
it's helping to find these resources so you can get out of that
Good,
cycle,
good.
you know.
Well, we have a lot more to talk about. We're going to take a short 2-minute break, and we'll be right back to discuss more regarding the Children's Services Council with Cheree. Are you looking to buy, sell, or lease your commercial property? Do you want to sell your business? Do you need a property manager? The Jeremiah Barron and Company commercial real estate experts have managed over $1 billion in commercial real estate transactions. Our agents focus on each client's specific needs to deliver results. For more information, visit treasurecoastcommercialrealestate.com. Located in St. Lucie West, Barron Academy is a private school that caters to students with autism and other unique needs. Barron Academy hosts grades K to 8, offering paced lessons and smaller class sizes guided by a passionate team of experienced educators. Curriculums are tailored to each student's abilities, which builds confidence while nurturing learning. For more information, visit exceptionalacademymypsl.com.
Welcome back, everyone. I am Rebecca Danise with Barron Real Estate and also with Superior Storage. So we want to thank them today for having our guest on today. So today we have Cheree with the Children's Services Council of Martin County. Yep. So thank you and welcome back. So we may have touched base a little bit on that. So do you do any events for fundraising, or is it all the funds through the tax services?
All the tax dollars are what fund our giving portions. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So then you're not necessarily having events. What you do need is to bring awareness of your program.
Correct.
So everybody could exhaust and use these resources. So we did touch base a little bit about it, but you know, the resources are, we have the healthy children, we have the strong families, we have safe communities, and then success for school and life.
Yes.
So you would have to be a homeowner and you want to be in Martin County. Mm-hmm. One of the ways to reach them we talked about was 211.
Yep.
And then if you have a need for these services, this is where they'll align you with the company for it. So their role is to have the programs, they get the funding, and then they donate it to other companies or nonprofits that will do this work.
Yes.
Did I say that all right?
It sounds right.
I think you're there,
correct.
Rebecca.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And you know, for me, I was surprised, number one, that it was funded by tax dollars, so I think that's awesome. And number two, we do need to bring awareness because these are such great programs, and you know, especially safe communities and strong families. I mean, and again, you know, with the way that we are in the world today, you know, we need anything positive that we could layer on our families, you know, and just pull it all together. So thank you for doing what you do, and especially since you've made it personal, you know, then it will ultimately be a big success.
Yeah, the community partnerships is what I'm pushing for. It's what I need. It's what I need help with. I am willing to go and share the information and go through the step-by-step. And, you know, you have the churches who have families that go there and, you know, somebody's struggling with something, you know, and they're talking to their pastor, they're talking to the person at the church. And, you know, if I'm partnered with that church, then I'm able to give them the resources that they can refer to.
Right.
If I'm working with a business and I'm working with the HR person who can receive those complaints from the person, their employee, and that employee is able to get help because they know about the resources.
Right.
It's just one more person that we can reach.
Or a touch point,
that
exactly.
we can, and so I'm looking for community partnerships. I'm looking for people to be able to get behind the mission and share these resources. It's so important, the education aspect.
Well, and I
of
would
it.
imagine with this being a tax-funded resource to these other groups, that I'm sure there's a strong vetting program that takes place every year. You've got a board that oversees all those things.
Correct. So during the RFP, we have a citizen review panel, and they're the ones who decide who gets funded, how much funding goes to them, and you know, whether their program is what falls underneath our criteria. We go through strategic planning every 5 to 6 years.
Okay.
We're getting ready to start doing that here shortly. I know our programs team is amazing, and they do mid-year reviews and they do initial visits in the end of the
good.
year. So they make sure that what was said in the funding aspects at the beginning
It's actually
is
being
being
done.
Right.
Good.
So they
Good.
are
Good.
being accountable for
Good.
the funds because we do take taxpayer dollars very seriously.
Oh, good.
And it's not something that we take lightly. So
Oh, yes.
But the program itself is not, is it run by Martin County? Are they involved besides the funding part? Is
So-
it under an umbrella of the county?
So we're under Children's Services Council of Martin County. So
Okay.
we're a quasi-government agency.
Okay.
But Martin County BOCC has like after-school programs that they
Okay.
do and different parks and rec that they offer. So we provide funding to them for some of their
Okay, so
programs.
they piggyback.
Yeah.
How many people do you think ultimately that you support a year? Do you have,
Oh.
I mean, I know that's, I was just curious, you know.
I don't have that number.
Okay.
I wish I did. I can probably get that for you the next time.
That's okay, I was just
but-
out of the,
We give, last year was I'm somewhere around $8 million in
Wow.
funding.
Wow.
that's amazing.
Yeah, so we thank you, homeowners, Martin County homeowners and taxpayers.
Bless them.
Thank you for your support because you truly are making an impact in your own backyard, whether you know it or not.
Well, and that impacts their community as a whole. They're wanting
Correct.
to keep their community,
Yes.
Above board.
Well,
it's
that's our
sustainable.
future.
That's right.
Yeah, right, and all of it is sustainable and safe, and the idea is if you are a homeowner, you know it's going to something that's so viable, our children, our families,
Yes.
you know, and that is the most important thing. So $8 million, you know, that is awesome, so that's exciting, so good for
is,
you.
it is
Good for
exciting.
you.
Now, we would be remiss if we didn't ask this question because it is the bucket list show. So we ask all of our guests who come on here, what is on your bucket list, Cheree?
Oh, my personal bucket list?
It doesn't
Or-
matter. You can give us a little bit of
Or
both,
my bucket
personal and
list for
professional.
CSC. So for CSC, it would be really to get those partnerships and to be able to have more information out there.
Okay.
And to be able to work with businesses and have them on board for the mission, sharing, I have so many great ideas. Not enough time to
Of
talk
course.
about them. But personally, I am working on different avenues for myself. I'm a faith-based life coach
Okay.
for women, and I'm also working on a book. So
Oh, that's
Good for you.
awesome.
yeah, but that's my fun after.
So you're
hours.
taking the trek down your bucket list,
Yes.
path, which
Yeah,
sounds
and
amazing.
a lot of the things that I do for CSC, are just building skills that I enjoy being on camera. I enjoy being able to speak in front of rooms
Oh, good.
and sharing my story for
Oh, good.
for His good, for His
Good.
glory. So
That's awesome. Awesome to
So
hear.
quick, one last question. So you're trying to build partners. So I know we don't have enough time now, but maybe you could drill that down a little bit for us, and we could share that, because you want probably like-minded partners who
Yes.
believe in this and,
Yes.
and things of that nature. So maybe we could help you do that.
Would
We
love
could get
it.
a host of volunteers and, maybe have like a mini seminar or something. We'll figure out something. Because you need to get those people in there to
Yes.
get the story out. I mean, I didn't even know anything about it, and I think it's such a big need and such a
It
fan
is.
already. So,
well, thank you. Yeah, I'd be happy to come and present and do a thing and have an event for
good.
you guys.
Good,
perfect,
good, good.
perfect.
Alrighty.
So I don't think, was there anything that we missed or any other questions?
I think right now, I think
We
we
covered
covered basically
the broad
the broad
overview.
overview of
Okay.
CSC.
And we have shared on the website, we have shared how to contact Cheree directly, and we'll post more information as we go along
Yeah,
too.
as we get it, if you've got some of those things that you're wanting and you kind of narrow down those events or things that you're going to host for that
Yeah.
information, we'll be more than happy to share that with our watchers, listeners here on the show. So,
Thank you.
So
Perfect.
we're going to go ahead and unfortunately, this show goes by so fast.
It flies
It
by.
does.
It does. It
It
does go by so
does.
fast. But we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. So if they wanted more information, on the Children's Services Council of Martin County. Where would they find that?
www.cscmc.org. And if you are interested in becoming a community partner, please send me an email. It's Ramirez, Ramirez, at cscmc.org. So they can email me directly.
Of course.
And I'm here to help and
Good.
direct people.
Good. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. If you have any additional questions for us, if you have ideas, suggestions for us on the show, we are always eager and open to those suggestions to help spread information out to our communities. My name is Tammy Crandell, again, with Journey Venture Travel and Tours and Barron Real Estate. I can be reached at 772-579-9536.
And I am Rebecca Danise. Today with Superior Storage and Barron Real Estate. If you have any questions for Superior Storage, you can go to www.superiorstorage.com, or my direct number is 203-482-7297. Thank you. Be kind, everybody.
Bye.